Hello.
Hey, Denise. Happy New Year to you.
You too. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I
Are you?
mean, we're off to the races again, aren't we, with a brand new year. So, exciting.
It is exciting. So I'm going to say good morning, hello, welcome to redefining the significance of you time for you, by you, because of you. For those who don't know, my name is Denise Drinkwalter, and I'm an empowerment life coach supporting women around the world to lean in and realize the importance of you. The goal of our channel is to provide you, the viewer, with some takeaways that will help you shift, change, reevaluate, and or become more aware of what is totally possible. We have a variety of incredible guests who are sharing their life experiences that have helped them become the incredible human beings that they are today. Every one of us, sometime in our lives, have had that free time where we frequently feel like guilty, embarrassed, and or wrong for taking that time out for ourselves. And we are here to completely change that, support you to see what is possible for you when you take the time for you, by you, because of you. It is an absolute honor and a privilege to introduce to you today Jacqueline Perez. Menopause kicked Jackie's, what she calls her proverbial butt, and made her acutely aware of the current ageist paradigm, in particular on women. Jackie is a serial entrepreneur and has been working for herself since 1999. I love it. She started and runs a successful marketing and PR boutique firm in San Francisco, right?
Yep, that's true.
Jackie has been running Cool Life.
Denise,
I love this.
Denise.
Yes.
It's anything but Jackie.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
No worries. And I don't, I hesitate to even say anything because I don't like being that person that puts so much on their particular name. But yeah, it's Jack or Jacqueline, but no Jackie.
No, I loved when you interrupted me because as a former educator and people would say my name wrong, I would do the exact same thing. Like, oh, excuse me, not to be disrespectful. However, yeah, so Jack, I love it. Jack has been running, I love the name, Cool Life since 2017. Cool is spelled Kuel. I want to find out more about that. Cool Life has thousands of readers. Thousands. It's super cool that half the audience is under 45, which means younger women are getting curious about what's to come. The more prepared our younger women are for the second half of life, the better. The more we share and learn from one another, the easier it is to normalize aging. Let's talk about this, Jack. I love it.
Absolutely, Denise. There are more and more older people alive on the planet every single day, more than at any other time, right, in the history of this planet. So why is it that we're invisible? Why is it that the media doesn't talk to us? Why is it that what our desires and our needs aren't being addressed? Why is it that I don't see a woman on a billboard wearing athletic wear that looks like me? Why don't I see a woman in an anthropology ad that looks like me? Why are the only messages I see over and over again when I watch the news or something on television with my partner are ads for adult diapers or nutritional supplements, but they're not for us yet. Not yet. See, hello, stop. Can we pause for just one flipping second? Because we're missing a complete lifespan currently. We're not addressing a complete lifespan that is available to us now in a way that it's never been available before. Because, Denise, in the early 1900s, we women, especially like white women, lived to be about 51. our sisters of color, people of color, women, didn't make it that far. So guess what that meant? That meant that, yes, while some of us lived to be 80 or 90 or 70 or whatever that was, or over 100, there wasn't a huge cohort of us alive and thriving. And my contention is that the chasm between mini skirts and depends adult diapers, that gap is exactly where our cool life resides.
Amazing.
You know, while I may not feel comfortable wearing a mini skirt. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. That's irrelevant. But I am not incontinent, right? There is a huge world of difference, and I want us to be considered, and I want us to be seen, and I want us to be admired and praised and listened to, because Denise, I know I have chatted with you. I have promoted some of your amazing empowerment groups in our Cool Life newsletter. When I get your name right, because I can hold myself accountable. I too have forgotten the W or the L in your name, and making you some sort of, I don't even know what Drinkwater is. It might be a real name. I don't know. Or it's just something that we should do every day. Drink water. I don't know. But yeah, so I know that you're very committed to this process as well, and to shifting this paradigm. And I love that you're part of the Cool Life community. I love that we can help get your word out there. And I want to do that for more and more and more of us. So ladies, if you have a message, if you have something that you need to get out to the women, who about aging, about normalizing aging, whether it's empty nest, menopause, dating after divorce, dealing with a long-term relationship. Oh my gosh, Denise, as you know, because you deal with this every day, the list is endless.
Yeah, it really is. And I think what you are doing is so powerful, because it allows us to see that we have the ability to be empowered. And we don't need to speak to what is and isn't happening for us. We get to take the wheel and drive our own life trajectory, and stop being, the result of, well, we're not being seen in ads. Well, that needs to change, but it starts with us knowing that we have a voice. We can stand up and say, hey, I'm over here and I am more than capable of doing this, and this, and let's go, right?
Yes. And, I came up with this idea, and I didn't come up with it by myself. I had a partner originally who sadly subsequently passed away on me early on in the process from stage 4 colon cancer. So ladies, use those diagnostics. Please use those diagnostics, because that is definitely one of those cancers that does not need to kill you. It just doesn't need to. So take advantage of those diagnostics that are available to us, that, our ancestors didn't have access to. But anyway, I digress. So I came up with this idea, and then, how that is, you come up with an idea and it takes a while to get it off the ground.
Yeah.
But when I came up with the idea, the reason I did, Denise, was because when I got hit by that proverbial Mack truck during menopause, and I wasn't as kind, I don't think I used the word but. I think I might have used the A word, but that's okay. I think I might have used the A word. But when that happened to me, and I went out to get the information that I thought would help me solve the myriad and sundry of symptoms that seemed to be creeping up on me, I found very little to support me. I found very little to take those next steps. What hit me was, well, I can't be the only person in this stage. I can't be the only woman who is facing a lot of these same issues, and they're going and finding nothing. That has to change. Yeah. And so that was the actual impetus to create this repository, which is, it's basically it's a digital magazine, right? I mean, it is. It's a digital magazine, but it is highly, highly curated with us women in midlife and beyond in mind. And you mentioned earlier that half our audience is below 45. And I love that, because I don't want another woman to face what I faced in my early 50s, where I did not understand what was
Yeah.
happening to me.
Yeah.
And it scared the
Yeah.
it scared the bejeebers out of me. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's amazing though that you took that fear and did something to think outside of just yourself. And as a result, you are building an incredible community. So, yes, you talk about a magazine, but I think it's important for you to share what it is even beyond a magazine, the cool life. Because I've
Yeah.
contributed to magazines before, and that's what it is, a digital magazine. But let's talk about the community and what can you share around that?
Yeah, because you're right. It's a hybrid, but I don't know what word. I mean, community, right? I mean, I guess community is a really good way of phrasing it, because it is a community. And what I yes, there are digital magazines out there already that exist that are targeted to women in this stage of life, and they're amazing. And thank goodness there are more now than there ever were before. Like I said, when I started in 2017, and I did, I mean, I have an MBA. I didn't just start willy-nilly. I did the research. I wrote a business plan. I did the competitive analysis. There just wasn't much out there. And I'm proud and happy to report that, ladies, we're getting busy.
Yeah.
We are popping up everywhere. Women-driven brands that are focused on the opportunities and challenges that present themselves to us at this stage in life are popping up on the scene. And I don't view that as a negative. I don't go, oh no, competition, where's Cool Life going to fit in that mix? I look at it as the supply needs to match the demand, people.
Beautiful.
We need a lot of supply. And so, yes, to speak to your wonderful way of putting it, it's more than a magazine. It is. It's just sometimes it's hard to explain what it is, right? It is a community where I have been able to gather women from all over the world that write on these topics, and they are sharing their wisdom, their expertise, their tips, their seminars, their products, their services. All of those items are highly curated and very specific to those opportunities and challenges, like I said before, that are facing us. And I'm doing the work on behalf of the women who find what I do that is relevant to them. I know that I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know that my perspective isn't everyone's perspective. I know that some women look forward to knitting and making cookies and slowing down, and more power to you. You get to do that.
Yeah.
But I also know that there's a fairly large contingency of women who vibe more like I do, who even at 58 want to solo travel to Southeast Asia, that even at 58 still want to jump out of an airplane, that even at 58 or 60 or 65 want to start a business. Those are the women that I'm serving. I want those women to know they are not alone. They are not abnormal, and that they are set up for success in a way that they've never been set up before because of our age. Not in spite of it, not despite of it, but because of the time spent on this planet.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. It's a whole new way of seeing life through the lens of, and we're using age as the catalyst, but it's certainly not defining us. It's opening up doors of possibility because of the way that you present, share, and support so many incredible, talented, driven women that you have that are available when people sign up and work through and are supported through Cool Life Community. And
yeah, I look at that roster sometimes and I'm blown away. I mean, we have women that, were on Saturday Night Live. We have women who have dressed the likes of Serena Williams and Tina Fey. We have women, the caliber and the power of women that are serving this community. They are giving of themselves so that we as a collective globally can hear their advice, hear their wisdom, and then learn from it and know they're not alone, and utilize, if it makes sense for them, if it feels good for them, utilize those tips and advice and that wisdom. So yeah.
So I've never seen anything like it in anything. And I go in and out of things all the time. Like I'm always searching and looking for opportunities that provide support for women. Right. And I have
not to put you on the spot, but are you going to join our roster?
But it was funny you asked, because I was going to talk to you about that after camera.
I would love, I've had my eye on you for a while, because when I've checked you out, I think you have so much to offer, and you are a member, and so you do get to participate in those gift catalogs and those member moments. But I would love to get your voice in the ears and into the eyes of our global community, because I think you have so much wisdom and insight and positivity, and so why wouldn't I want to corral you into the roster?
I'm feeling it. I'll be coming. I'm coming. I am coming.
No pressure. Maybe a little pressure, but no pressure.
No pressure. It all ties back to the name thing, right? We will get connected. It will continue. Yes, it will continue. Love it. Is there anything else that you really want to ensure that our listeners know? And then I would love to know, what legacy would you love to leave behind?
So I think the thing that I want your listeners to hear more than anything else is that isolation and loneliness is the top killer. It weighs more heavily on us than our BMI. Then, turns out that being lonely and isolated is more unhealthy than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So let that sink in, and go Google it if you don't. I mean, like, there's research out there. And what I want your readers and your listeners and your audience to know is, man, I am so committed. Bless you.
Sorry.
I am so committed to creating a presence where anyone who is feeling isolated or lonely or unsure or scared, that they can go out there and find a resource that could help them. It might be me. It might be one of the almost 60 women that are in that roster, but we are here and we're not going anywhere. And I want everyone to know that, listen, you can reach out. And sometimes what I have found over the last few years is sometimes reaching out to a stranger is actually better for you than going to an inner circle person. Sometimes, depending on the situation, but sometimes you can get more empathy and more support from someone who is quote unquote like-minded, but not inside your world. Use that. You have a bunch of women out there who are committed to this. And so they're there. And then honestly, the legacy I want to leave, Denise, is I just want to be known as part of the solution. Like, I want later on, when they talk about this paradigm shift, if my name gets thrown in there, that would not suck.
Love it. I have no doubt that will be a reality. 100%. I've watched your growth over the last, I'm going to say probably 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 years now. And I'm just blown away by what's happening and the momentum that I'm seeing and feeling, even through the screen, right, as part of that process. So congratulations. And I know things are going to continue to expand and grow, and the world will benefit, not just women.
Yeah. I from your mouth, right, to whoever's listening.
Okay.
Whoever's listening.
Yeah, exactly. And those who are here and are able to hear, and this stays alive until YouTube no longer exists, I guess. I don't know. I can't read into the future that far, but if this comes across your screen, know that Jack is a powerhouse, and she's empowering women across the globe, and everybody will win. So thank you for all you are doing. You are a gift, and it has been an absolute pleasure to chat with you live today. I wish you well, and we will be connecting. We're going to put underneath today's video all of the contact information, all of your information, and we would absolutely love to have you sign up for Jack's newsletter. It is powerful beyond belief. So we'll make sure all of the information to access that and get signed up is available there as well. Thank you once again for being part of this great conversation. Thank you to the audience who are joined and those who are watching the replay. If you haven't been part of my world, make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter, where we provide minimum 2 newsletters a week, every Monday and every Friday, with strategies, tips, and techniques of things you might be struggling with as a mom. I host in a private group as well. So if you are not in our private group of Moms Struggling support group, make sure that you send us a message or sign up through the bottom link here. And every Tuesday we go live with incredible guests. Thanks to Jack for being here. I wish everybody a wonderful day, and make sure you do something for you, by you, because of you every single day. Start today. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.